On the show, Young and the Restless, in a recap from Wednesday, November 12, Matt is furious about Sienna's threat to the police. The recap for the episode of Young and the Restless Y&R that aired on Wednesday, November 12, shows that Matt Clark, also known as Mitch Bacall, Roger Howarth, will become enraged over Sienna Bacall's Tamara Braun threat to the police, while Sharon Newman Sharon Case will receive some concerning information. In the hospital, Nick Newman, played by Joshua Morrow, will interrupt Sienna and Noah Newman, played by Lucas Adams, as they are kissing. He will then insist on having a private conversation with Sienna. After Nick and Sienna have entered the waiting area, he will question Sienna about her relationship with Noah and whether or not her husband is aware of it. In the end, Sienna will urge that Mitch is kept in the dark, despite the fact that she will point out that it is Noah's responsibility to communicate his desires to his parents. Nick will make an effort to persuade Sienna that Mitch is actually mad and will describe some of the terrible things that have happened to him in Genoa City. Nevertheless, she will behave as if he is completely mistaken and then leave. Next, in the episode of Young and the Restless that airs on Wednesday, Nick will go back to Noah's room and question him about his first encounter with Mitch. As a result, Noah will be left wondering what exactly is going on here. Sharon will continue to try to convince Matt to reveal his true identity while they are at the shadow room. However, Matt will become increasingly angry and fume as a result of Sharon grabbing his arm. At a certain time, Matt will make a threat to obtain a restraining order and to expel Sharon and Nick from the club. Sharon will make it seem as though she is going to kill Matt if he does not stay away from her family, but she will do so with the intention of causing him to suffer first if she is able to get him before Nick. Following Sharon's departure, she will return to her hotel suite and dial the number where she can reach Phyllis Summers, played by Michelle Stafford. In her voicemail, Sharon will express her gratitude to Phyllis for all of the encouraging messages she has sent. It will appear more likely that Sharon was hoping to talk to someone who understood the trauma of confronting a monster as she becomes more and more choked up throughout the conversation. In light of the fact that Nick will not be picking up his phone, Sharon will also leave a voicemail for him. Following Sharon's consideration of whether or not they ought to involve the authorities in this Matt scenario, she will make the decision to accompany Nick to the hospital. Nick will provide Sharon with information on his most recent discoveries as soon as she makes her appearance in Noah's room. In response to Nick's assertion that he witnessed Noah and Sienna engaging in a sexually suggestive act, Noah will argue that it was merely a kiss and reprimand his father for making it sound so scandalous. As a result of Nick's warning that Noah should avoid Sienna and Mitch, from this point forward, Noah will once more insist on inquiring about the complete truth. As soon as Sharon argues that Noah must be aware of this information in order for him to safeguard himself, Nick will clarify that Mitch is an alias. Even if they make numerous attempts to persuade Noah that Mitch is actually Matt, the villain, he would not accept the fact that he is the individual from Nick and Sharon's childhood. Matt will demand that his parents leave his room, despite the fact that Sharon and Nick will believe that he targeted Noah. After Sienna has returned to the nightclub, she will confront Mitch about his lack of honesty and show him a picture from his time while playing the role of Matt in Genoa City on her phone. Sienna will make a solemn promise to talk with the authorities if Matt does not provide answers, despite the fact that Matt will attempt to avoid the subject. The moment Matt makes it very clear to Sienna that going to the police would be a very serious error, he will transform into a shady character. Sally Spectra, played by Courtney Optimism, will have a conversation with Billy Abbott, played by Jason Thompson, regarding the possibility of informing Audra Charles, played by Zuleika Silver, that her employment is on hold. However, she will continue to maintain the optimism that she will eventually be able to include Audra as a member of the team. Not only will Billy reveal the apparent crisis that Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, is going through, but he will also indicate that karma has finally caught up with him after all of those AI program threats. Sally will be concerned about this since it will appear as though Billy is intent on exacting revenge once more. Billy, on the other hand, will reassure Sally that he is fully committed to Abbott Communications and will endeavor to demonstrate that she was correct in placing her trust in him. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Sally and Billy will continue to be together for the time being. However, it is possible that friction could arise in their relationship in the near future. If you are looking for intriguing Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, then CDL is the place you should be. Make us your go-to destination for Y&R news and spoilers.